Okay, we are going to look at what we've learned so far about AristaFlow. The first thing we have to do is open up the Activity Repository Editor. So we'll wait for that to come up, and you will see that as we get into this, I'll be pointing out the things I don't know, which will far outnumber the things I know at this point. Try this again. Oh, here it comes. Okay, so it's already set up to log in and authenticate us, and we go in as supervisor. And what we've done here is to get some activities that are supplied, example activities that are supplied in the install that we downloaded. And you can see them here. Before you can even get these in, you have to create your own branch, and then when you're in the branch, then you can import the EC bundles. So I'll just show you how I did that. There are other things you can import also, but you would have to import those from the server, data file, activity repository imports. So I've imported all of these bundles. And so I won't do it now because I already did, and you can see them here. And if you click on any one of them, you can see that there are like 3 activities under this particular activity. Send mail, you've got 2 different ones here, and if you click on it, let me blow this up for a minute, you'll see that you have down here the general, the runtime parameters that are involved in it, configuration, and user attributes. I have no idea what all these mean or how they interface with this particular form. I'm assuming this is a Java program that was written and that somebody could add more onto these. So I'm assuming that this is just a sample set. Okay, so you need to have those in there so that you can run your process template editor. Okay, which again will be the same login, and we'll wait for that to log in. And we will expand our knowledge in just a minute here. Here we go. Same thing. You authenticate and go in as supervisor. And these activities that are in here, we will also see them reflected in the process template editor, because it's there that we could pull them into a template. Alright, so here's the activity repository editor, and you can see that it mirrors what we have here. So here I think we could modify these, and here we could use them. So I'll leave it at that for now. Now, local projects. Here I've done one. I said, before I could do anything, I had to create a folder, which is ITG01, and then I created a template which I called data entry template. It has nothing to do with these, but there's a data entry template. You get a start and an end. Now over here you have operations that can affect the logic from start to end. So if you want to insert something in here, you have to say begin with that one, end with that one, and depending upon the definition of these two nodes, this will tell you what you can insert. Okay, now you can see things like and, exclusive or, loop, node. Here's one that shows it's available because it's not grayed out. Insert a data element. Okay, so that goes up there. So I'm guessing that if I were to insert some type of node, maybe something in here that needed information. Hold on. You got to take this form of it right here. And I put it in there, and I'm really not sure what I'm doing, but I'm just going to say this is a user form, and we won't put any parameters in, but we'll put it there. But I'm assuming that somehow, and I don't know how to do this, I need to have this data inform that form, even though I haven't even designed the form. But I'm going to show you an example that they provide later on. I'm just showing how these things get put together, what's permissible, etc. Now, let me do this. Let me go, and instead of going from scratch, let me go in and open an example in the server file, which is buying and selling something on Amazon. Okay, so I'm going to open that up, and you're going to see a much more complex activity here. I'm scrolling through the outline, and notice that I can click on any one of these nodes. Here's snail mail, where I guess you default to if you can't buy it online. But when I click on it, it brings up a lot of the attributes. And you notice right here, the activity template could not be found in the activity repository. So that really means that this is something that somebody created that wasn't one of the ones that was over here. So you can see the complexity of it. I don't really know how to look into this in terms of the code behind it, if it's some Java class. It does show the input parameters. Okay, so that would be something that I was trying to do when I created one over there. I don't know how you connect them yet. And then output parameters, the price, and the requested product and quantity. So we'll see what that means in a minute. Okay, so but you can see that quite a complex thing. Bid and offer. You can look at the data elements that are in this whole activity. Customer name. Okay, there it is. Now, I don't know if you can just define all these things on screens, or if you really have to go into some programming behind it. I haven't gotten into it that far, how you create these things, which we don't see over here. But you can look right here at this data form, okay, and the node name is create, receive customer requests and collect data form. Tells you what it does, and then as you go through it, we're at general properties now. We're at parameters. Here are the things that it wants: customer city, customer name, blah 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 blah, requested product and quantity, and then the output would be pretty much what you're going to buy. Okay, so there you have it. And notice down here on this receive customer, okay, it has all these different things: tasks, scheduling, routing. Can't really know too much about that, but it does have problems here, and it says there's 5 problems. Something about no native data types, and these seem to be informational, not deal killers. Okay, so you can also look at the nodes here, all the different nodes. Receive, there's the node again, so I can access it that way also. However, let's just look at the outline. And now, once this thing is built, you can go to the test client to test it. And surprisingly enough, this guy really runs. So we've been in the activatory repository editor, we've been in the process template editor, and now we're going to go to the test client. Okay. Like I say, I don't know how to build these guys, and I don't know how to have the data connect to it, but you'll see just a small amount of it. This guy will start up, but it'll stop because it can't get in touch with Amazon. But it does start to collect the data, and we'll see that in just a second. Oh yeah, I'm probably the only guy in California or the United States that has gotten this far. It's taking a couple seconds to get up. Okay, so this is our test client, and let's see, I guess I'll blow it up here, and we'll go in and we'll instantiate the template, which is a fancy word for file open. And I've gone into the server file in the installed programs in program files under AristaFlow. Server has examples, and here's the one for selling, and we're going to open it. That's the template we were just looking at for Amazon. Okay, so you can see down here, this is the it's kind of a two-part thing. This shows you what you're running, and here's what it does. So you say customer name, street, 246 just tab through it. And I'm not sure that this stuff isn't, you know, it's collapsible, and if it's the default form or not. Requested product, of course, this is required. Name of a book, or a CD or DVD. Okay, so we'll say Miles Davis. All right, we want to buy 1 CD. So now I'm going to confirm it. And so you see here the request, prepare the Amazon search, and I'm not sure what happened. Somehow we got to the snail mail. So that's the extent of my knowledge right now. I don't think it's set up to really contact Amazon. So you see that I tested it. Okay. Now let's close this out. We don't need to run it anymore. Most of my information came from this feature I found here when you go to help, called cheat sheets, which is another name for help. And over here you can see that it has all of the basic outline of how to do things. Not that I understand it all. I think you need a little more information than you get here. For instance, how do I, when this guy is collecting the form, you know, what are all these things up here? You see customer name string, customer city. What is all that doing? And how can you really tell that it's over here? I guess by clicking into it and seeing the forms. You can see that it says AristaFlow form, which kind of looks like that, you know, so maybe they use that in there somehow. I'm not sure. But anyway, cheat sheets was a big help. And that's where I am right now. I haven't had time to go back and look at those German PowerPoints, but now that I've gotten this far, I probably will. All right.